Hey everybody, I'm Triple C, and welcome back to Pokemon LeafGreen. In the last episode, we received our starter Pokemon, Kimiko, the Charmander, and we set out on our grand adventure through the Kanto region by getting to Viridian City. We also learned how to catch some Pokemon and obtained the Pokedex, which, if we talk about it for a little bit, the Pokedex is going to record all the Pokemon that we see. So we've only seen 4 Pokemon so far. And as the professor stated, we won't have any data unless if we actually catch the Pokemon. So, because we own Charmander, we have Charmander's data. Pokedex is also nice because it can tell you like where Pokemon are habitat, where the Pokemon habitats are. So like say like, okay, yeah, if I want a Pokemon in the forest, I could find Pidgey in the forest. Okay, cool. So yeah, nice little handy tool to have on our adventure. And then, another thing before we head on, I want to talk about the trainer card. Trainer card is just going to have the general information. It's going to have the money on hand, the number of Pokemon registered in our Pokedex, and our playtime. And you might see the badges down there. I'll explain that a little bit later. For now, I want to head north. I want to start making my way towards Pewter City. We were told that, by that lady that she does a lot of shopping in Pewter City, so why don't we go check it out? For no other particular reason, But as we head up, we head to our first named location. And before we enter, I think I want to do a question of the day. So for this question of the day, let's just keep it nice and simple. When you play Pokemon, what battle style do you prefer? Do you prefer set or switch? Tell me in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe to the video. Alright, let's continue on into the Viridian Forest. Trainer tips. Weaken Pokemon before attempting capture. When healthy, they may escape. I came here with some friends to catch us some bug Pokemon. They're all itching to get into some Pokemon battles. Oh yeah. So as you can hear, there are his friends around here looking to get into some Pokemon battles. So if we just walk around, you can see that Viridian Forest is pretty big. It's got a lot of grass around here, and with it, a lot of Pokemon. As the young man said at the beginning, there's going to be a lot of bug-type Pokemon here. Trainer tips. If your Pokemon are weak and you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. So yeah, if you're pretty weak and running low on items, it would be a good idea to avoid the grass. But here we have another potion. You can find items like this lying out in the field, and don't be afraid to pick them up. Alright, so with random encounters, I think I'll just show them off in this area just to show off all the new Pokemon, but after a while I'll start skipping them. Anyway, here is a Caterpie, one of the bug-type Pokemon found in Viridian Forest. Bug-type Pokemon have a weakness to fire, so if we were to use my Ember attack, it does super effective damage. Super effective damage is does more damage based on a multiplier, which I can't remember off the top of my head. But to kind of get into it, Pokemon moves inherently have a base set of power. So like Scratch will do 40 power, and then it's calculated with the attack stat, and then Ember is calculated with the special attack stat in mind because it's a fire type move. Before Generation 4, a lot of types were specialized into special typing and physical typing. So normal type attacks are physical, while things like fire are special. But with Ember, it gets another multiplier added onto it because of Charmander's typing. It's a fire type. It gets a same type attack bonus, or stab bonus for sure, or stab, which means like Ember will do more damage because Charmander is using it. And that's the same with any Pokemon. You use a water type move from a water type Pokemon, more damage. You use a flying type move, etc. So yeah, something to keep note of, and just make sure you have the right moves for the right Pokemon. And as we continue on, we get our first instance. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. We get our first instance of a random trainer out in the wild. So trainer battles are pretty common. They happen when you walk in front of the line of sight of a trainer. So a lot of the times, if you can avoid trainer battles, if you can see like the path that they're going to take, or if you see which way they're looking. So don't be afraid to avoid trainer battles if you're in a dire position. Now in this battle, you may have noticed, I got a critical hit. A critical hit ignores defenses and will do double the damage as before, I think Generation 5. I could be wrong there. You can tell me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But yeah, so I just did even more damage to that Weedle, so it didn't stand a chance. So we got another level on us. Alright, so then if I use just Ember again. So usually what you're gonna notice as you continue through these routes and through these locations, a lot of the trainers will be using Pokemon that are sort of native to not only the region but kind of the area that you're in. So you might, so like you said, or like that trainer at the beginning said, he came here with a lot of friends to look for Bug-type Pokemon. So yeah, you see a lot of trainers in here with Bug-type Pokemon. So, and again, I chose the Fire-type, not for this reason, but just because I have a certain plan with everything going on, so I just thought Charmander fit the team I was trying to go with a little bit better than Bulbasaur or Squirtle. And yes, I do have a whole team in mind. I'm going to do that with every generation if I play Let's Play through it. I'm going to do team building beforehand. So yeah, you don't have to worry about me fumbling and just thinking like, this one works, whatever. Alright, and then more level ups. We're getting a lot of levels. Kind of want to do that because, oh, and then we have an instance of Kakuna. The cool thing about Bug-type Pokemon is they evolve pretty fast. Like if I were to catch a level 5 Caterpie, train it up a little bit, it'll evolve into Metapod, and then after a little bit more training, that Metapod evolves into Butterfree. And you have a fully evolved Pokemon now, all set to go. But again, Bug-type Pokemon tend to fall off after evolving right away. Because like, yeah, sure, it's a fully evolved Pokemon, but they just don't have the stats to make it to endgame. It hasn't stopped me before. I've used Beedrill and Butterfree plenty of times in these games, and I gotta say, they're fun times to use. You just gotta be a little bit patient. Honestly, I gave them some of the best moves in the game, and it was pretty funny that by the end of it, they were some of my strongest Pokemon. Alright, cool, another level. Is this the level I want? No, it is not. Okay. It's alright, we're still learning, we're still getting the hang of it, we're still just mowing down. Eventually, like, we got very lucky that I chose Charmander, because like how it works is Charmander is really good in this section, but it's not going to be so good in some of the battles we have coming up. So how it works is Bulbasaur is considered the easy mode of Kanto, Squirtle is the normal mode, and Charmander is the hard mode. That's how all the, well, each starter Pokemon is different per regions, but that's usually how you select the difficulty of the game you're going to go through. So yeah, if you want an easier time, definitely choose Bulbasaur at the beginning. If you want to have a somewhat average time, Squirtle. If you want to have a hard time, Charmander. Very simple. But honestly, if you just use a little strategy, any Pokemon can be up there. Just you gotta just have a good team balance, and you gotta make sure not to overload. Well, I guess you could also just you could just do the classic kid thing of just pumping your starter as high level as they can for any given area, and then just catching the new Pokemon in each route. Because I definitely did that a lot. I did that. Well, actually, I don't want to say a lot. I did that for my first playthrough of Sapphire because I ran with a Trico, and by the end of the game it was like a level 64 Sceptile, while everything else was like a level 47 Medicham, a level 47 Lairon, level 48 Hariyama, level 46 Golbat. You can kind of get the gist. It was just everything in Victory Road, and then my level 60 Sceptile. Honestly, I'd be kind of down to do another run like that. Just kind of see how much I've grown, and see if I can just, like, get a Pokemon to level 100 before the end of the game. It would be kind of cool. Alright, sorry about that. My controller died, so I had to get another one. Alright, we are almost on our way. Oh, another one. Okay. Oh, here's another of the bug-type Pokemon in Viridian Forest, a Weedle. A bug and poison type that will evolve into Beedrill, as I mentioned before. Honestly, we could probably try to show off all the encounters in Viridian. Actually, I'll just make mention that you can find the evolved forms of Caterpie and Weedle, so Metapod and Kakuna, and then you can also find Pikachu. Pikachu is like a 5% in Viridian Forest, so if you need an electric type, not a bad idea to catch it right off the bat. And then this trainer tips I kind of glossed over. You can't catch a Pokemon that belongs to someone else. Throw Pokeballs only at wild Pokemon to catch them. So yeah, you cannot catch Pokemon that belong to other trainers. That's considered stealing. You don't want to be a thief. Hey, wait up! What's the hurry? What's the rush? As we have another trainer going on. Alright, so I just want to, again, Ember. Alright, level 13. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is! Kimiko has learned Metal Claw. That is new to this generation. Metal Claw is a Steel-type move, which is going to come in handy as we progress out of the forest. We have made it, leaving Viridian Forest, Pewter City ahead. We just need to make it through, but I think I want to talk to... Have you noticed the skinny trees on the road sign? We cut down by a special Pokemon move, I swear. Okay. Oh, do you know the evolution technique? When a Pokemon is evolving, you can stop the process. It's a technique for raising Pokemon the way they are. Yeah, so we'll go over that when the time comes. But for now, let's head into Route 2 again. And onwards into Pewter City. We have now made it into the next major town, so we always want to start off by going through the Pokemon Center, getting back our healing up, because healing also doesn't just restore our HP, it restores our PP, our power points, and that's what allows us to do our moves. And then just kind of want to walk around for a little bit. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, you know, just hobbyists. Pewter Gym's Brock isn't like that, not one bit. Okay, so if we go up here, I think if I want to talk... You know what I'm doing? No. I'm spraying Repel to keep wild Pokemon out of my garden, so yeah. What he's talking about is a special item called Repel. If you use Repel, you can stop wild encounters for a certain number of steps. So let me see if the Pokemon has any in stock to kind of go over my point. They do. So it prevents weak wild Pokemon from appearing for 100 steps. They also have new items for sale. The escape rope, a long durable rope. Use it to escape instantly from a dungeon or a cave. So if you ever just need to leave any dungeon or cave for any reason, you can just use one of these and you'll be back to the entrance. So I think I will just buy one to have on it here. Next we have Burn Heal, a spray-type medicine. It heals one Pokemon of the Burn status. And Awakening, it heals a sleeping Pokemon, so it heals the sleeping status. And then the usual items. Then I think I want to talk to you. Did you check out the museum? No? Really? You absolutely have to. As he's gonna walk me over to the museum. Yep. You have to pay to get in, but it's worth it. See you around. I mean, we could check out the museum. I don't think I'd usually check out the museum on these runs. But yeah, like you said, it's $50 for a child's ticket. Yeah. Canonically, I am only 10 years old in this game, so let's check it out. Aerodactyl Fossil, a primitive and rare Pokemon. I should be grateful for my long life. Never did I think I would get to see the bones of a dragon. Sir, that's not a dragon. That's an Aerodactyl. Kabutops Fossil, a primitive and rare Pokemon. So yeah, you can just kind of see some of the fossil Pokemon of this region. Yeah, a Pikachu soon, I promise. I want a Pikachu! It's so cute! I asked my daddy to catch me one. This month, we're running a space exhibit. Oh, kind of a wink wink nudge nudge to the other region's space exhibit. July 20th, 1969. Humankind first set foot on the moon that day. I bought a colored TV just so I could watch that news. Huh. Moonstone, huh? What's so special about it? Looks like an ordinary rock to me. A meteorite that fell on Mount Moon is thought to be a moonstone. So yeah, I kind of like this. A little sneak peek at some of the history of the Kanto region, you know? And then now I want to head out of here. Is there anything over here? I just want to check this flower bed real fast. No, there is not. Okay then. Well, we did hear mention of Pewter City's Brock. Clefairy came from the moon. That's what the rumor is. They appear after moonstones fell on Mount Moon. Interesting. Pewter City Pokemon Gym. Leader Brock, the rock-solid Pokemon trainer. So, this is the introduction of a Pokemon Gym, which we will be checking out next time on Pokemon LeafGreen. That's right, sorry, it'll end it on a cliffhanger, but you know, I just wanted you to see Pokemon. I just wanted you to see Viridian Forest, and plus, this way I get more. Well, yeah, this way I get more episodes turned out for content. So heck yeah, baby! So next time on Pokemon LeafGreen, we'll be checking out this Pokemon gym and seeing what all the hype's about. See you guys then.